Welcome back. We got Naya Giants facing off against Red Deck Wins. In today's video, I'm going to take you through a very quick deck tech showing you the strongest points of the deck, the curve, and our objective. And then we're going to hop right into a best of 3 match in the ranked ladder at Platinum rank. So as you can see, the goal of this deck is play Giants, bring them back over and over again when they die, and do lots of damage. We got creatures with very high base power and toughness, including the Beanstalk Giant, the Realmcloak Giant that doubles as a board wipe, and a 7/7 Vigilance creature, which is huge. We have Mothra, because she's able to bring back these creatures that have replayability, right? When Bonecrusher Giant comes back in as a flyer, most decks are going to have to then again use a spell to remove it, which is just going to do 2 damage to the face. We also have Realmcloak Giant. Have you ever been hit by a 7/7 flying vigilance creature before? It feels about as good as it looks. We got Elspeth Conquers Death for things like Layleen's Tyrant. Anything that my 2-mana removal doesn't remove, it's pretty good for that. We also have the Shatter Skull Charger, which hasn't been super useful just yet, but I don't think I've gotten to play enough with this deck for it to really come into play. But Trample Haste is pretty awesome. The fact that it comes back into my hand is pretty sick too. If I don't want it to, like if I'm playing against a deck with hand disruption, then I'm able to kick it. And Mothra, of course, would be able to bring it back as a trampling haste creature, which is massive. In matchups like this one against Red Deck Wins, I would, of course, side out the Lotus Cobra. This is something that goes very nicely with cards like Cultivate to bring 2 lands into play. Well, 1 land into play and then 1 for the next turn. Beanstalk Giant, that brings me another land into play and can proc this to give me land if we're, for some reason, drawing the wrong side of our deck. So as you can see, the deck really enables itself in a lot of different ways. I'm running 26 land. And I have cards like Valakut Awakening for like emergency card draw, Balagad Recovery if I need to really pull something out of my graveyard, like an Elspeth Conquers Death or a Mothra. Losing Mothra kind of sucks. As soon as you play this down, it's got a big target above its head. Let's get right into the match now. Alright, baby, let's boogie. So, Naya Giants. We got turn 2 play, we got Cultivate if we draw a land. I go first, so I will not draw. That is worrying, but I get to scry, so I should be able to get myself another land and cultivate for the rest. So this is a good opening hand. The only thing that would hurt me would be hand disruption, and that might just be an auto concede. But that's ramp, right? That's just how the story goes. I got my good boy at my side. All right, let's get it going. Yeah, we'll keep that there. It might have actually been more strategic if I were to have taken that out, if I had scribed that to the bottom, because then I would be able to, I could have just drawn another spell. I'm about to use Cultivate to get 2 lands anyway. Robber of the Rich, that's dying immediately. Looks like it's Red Deck Wins. This will be a tough matchup. Alright, we don't have our second red source, which is problematic. We're going to use this to get our second red source and our second white source. We got a great curve going on here. As long as we don't lose by turn 4, we're in a good spot. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop this. Doesn't really matter. So now next turn I also have a board wipe, which I'm of course not going to need just yet. This doesn't have haste because it doesn't have anything equipped. Right. So I could drop the Mothra here, or we could just go straight for some damage, trample through this guy. I think we'll go ahead and drop the Bonecrusher Giant. He could have something like Fire Prophecy turn 1, which would suck. Or in his turn 3. Let's see what happens. Another Robber of the Rich. We'll be able to block that one, though. I don't want to give this person any more card advantage, so we're just going to go ahead and block. Even if we lose my Giant, I'm not super stressed. We'll get it back. So here I'm pretty sure we're supposed to just drop the Mothra, because he has nothing to stop it. Or we could drop this and just start attacking. I think I'd rather get some damage in. Let's do that. Oh, wait. We'll drop the Mothra. Don't think we're going to block here. Leyline Tyrant. Wow. All right. Things just got interesting. I can just exile it, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have just enough to go ahead and exile it and move on with my life. And I get my Bone Crusher Giant back, which feels pretty good. Mothra will be able to bring back Bone Crusher Giant again afterwards, which feels great. Another white source. Next turn, we will have access to the Realm Cloak Giant. Of course, we're going to scry the Cultivate to the bottom. We're not worried about 1 damage. His Red Deck Wins deck is definitely running out of steam because we got rid of 2 key cards right away. Oh, it's tough. I can just bring it back next turn, so I'm not stressing. But cool, cool. I don't think I want to board wipe here. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to drop the Vigilance creature. Yeah, 4, 7. We got enough to play this. Ha ha ha! Pretty sure we just won the game. He's not going to be able to kill a 7/7. Mothra will be able to bring the creature back with Flying and Vigilance. +1, make you stronger. Beefed up. Beefed up. We could also drop an 8/8 Beanstalk Giant. And he can't kill that either. Or do we drop the Trample creature? That's the question. We drop the Trample creature because Mothra brings it back. Do we kick it? A 5/4? Yeah, we kick this. Seven, 7, and 5/4. And again, when he inevitably blocks one of these creatures here, we go ahead and just bring it right back, and then it has flying. He should just quit. Vickman, I don't know, bro. It's not looking good for you. They really gave Naya recursion, bro. Don't think we really need to do anything here. Let's just pass and win the game, right? Okay. He's got 2 blockers. This will do 4 damage to anything. This will do 2 damage to anything. So a total of 6. Meaning they can kill my Shatter Call Charger here. But not super worried about that. Wow. You got it all, huh? So now they have to double block here and lose both of their creatures. Yeah. Or 1, but... Two more damage. Drop the big boy. So now this is going to deal 8 damage. What is this? Oh boy. Go ahead and cast this. Feels real good. I can just go ahead and board wipe and win the game here, right? Nope, that's a giant. Yeah, and then we would win the game. Game 2, please. My good man. It's game 2 time. My good man. Thank you. Alright, so hopping into game 2. We are against aggro. This might not be bad as something to bring in because having vigilance and also being able to exile anything blocking is kind of huge. Can't be blocked by Knights or Walls. Not relevant in this matchup. Trample Lifelink seems like it could be good in this matchup here. We need some life gain action. Not sure we're really hurting for removal because we had the 4 Bone Crusher Giant. We got the Fire Prophecy. I don't think we need the Scorching Dragonfire. I'd like to bring in the Grasping Giant. Oh, we got a phone call. Hello.
Hello.
Can I call you back in 10 minutes, please?
Sure.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
That was my homie Kel. Love her. Let's... What we got? What we got? What we got, bro? What we got? Let's drop the Tectonic Giant. We don't need that all that much. Shadow Spear feels less than necessary right now. Oh, boy. Not sure we need so much Cultivate. Yeah, we do. Nah, we don't. No, we don't need that. We do need this. And then we'll drop a Shadow Spear. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. I like the Shadow Spear in this deck because Trample Lifelink is pretty huge. I have big power creatures that just get chump blocked forever. And that one will at least let me lifelink and stay in the game longer. This is a pretty bad hand. We do have white, which is nice. So we'll have a board wipe. He's probably just going to destroy this, so I don't really count on seeing this much at all. Put a forest back. Don't need 2. Not a very good starting hand. Not a bad one either. So I can Lotus Cobra next turn. We need to get our white sources down. Let's go ahead and drop a red source here. Just because next turn we're definitely going to be... Nah, let's just put this down. Who cares? Because next turn I can just play either one of these, get the second source I need. 2 Fervent Champions. Oh boy. This is going to be a tough one. They got a hot start. Hot start. Fire Prophecy, you know the deal. I kind of want to wait until their combat phase, see if they play that Rogue. Because the Rogue's dying first if he plays the Rogue. Oops, I should have done that faster. Because now I just gave him a little boosty boost. So we want to keep the land. I want to play this. I don't even think this is going to resolve ever. There's probably no point in me even having this. You know what it is. Get some white sources in this hoe. 1 white source. We got 2 on the battlefield. Did we just get 2 white sources? I think we do. Nah, we need more red. Let's get some red action. Next turn, we got the board wipe ready. Don't need to go for it. Feels pretty good. We just cultivate again. White source. Red source. Gonna kill both of these. We're pretty dangerously low, so I actually have to board wipe here. Alright, next turn he's going to play out a bunch more creatures, I'm sure. They got 5 cards in their hand. That's not land I'm looking at, I'm sure. Ooh, scary. Alright, we can drop 2 trample boys here. Do we kick them? I don't think I have enough. 8. I have enough to kick 1. This seems like the right play, but it's probably not. We'll find out. Stay tuned. Still haven't had to reveal this yet, which feels good. If we had higher health, I would have played them. Oh, no. All right, game 3. That would double the power of the Leyline Tyrant and just KO me instantly. So, tough match there. He got a hot start, and we didn't get the removal we needed. Lotus Cobra should just come out entirely. I should have considered that right away. Scorching Dragonfire will come in its place. We do have the Shadow Spear. Bring that in because that's another creature. I'm going to lower the curve. Game 3. So we had a hot game 1. Game 2 was kind of rough just because we didn't get the removal. We should have a healthy amount this time. Yep, this looks good. We'll drop a land. Great removal. And we got a creature out of it. Fire Prophecy to draw me some more cards. Green, white, red, white. Drop the plains. Fervent Champions dying ASAP. ASAP as possible. Okay. This is where we go ahead and drop our first white source. I'm going to go ahead and pass. Do we want to see more cards? Do we want to drop? We want to drop the Bone Crusher Giant next turn. So let's just kill something real quick. Even if they KO this creature, even if they kill this creature, I'm not worried about it because I have Elspeth Conquers Death. I'll bring it back later on if they drop a Leather Leyline Tyrant or the Dwarf. Do I just take the... I think I just take the hit so I can get 4 damage. Robber of the Rich. That's got to go. 2 red sources. I'm going to just get rid of you now. We ain't playing no games here. That's going. I don't think I'm going to put anything back in my deck here, only because if they draw the Leyline Tyrant, we're done for, so. Oh, beautiful. This is just... You see this curve? Oh, feeling so curvy right about now. Just how we drew it up. Just how we drew it up. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You did not deserve this. But I did, so. Boom. Next turn we get back a Bone Crusher Giant. If he kills this Bone Crusher Giant, we get that back too. Ooh, interesting. Of course, he's going to block. And lose his creature. Lose their creature. Thrill of Possibility feels good right about now. Another +1. I'm going to just go ahead and do this right away. See if we can get some more removal out of it. And what do you know? Exactly what we needed to see. They block, we bring it back next turn, doesn't matter. Sure. Is it necessary for me to do this? Yep. So we just beat them on like straight card quality. Like they have to 1-for-1 and we're just able to bring, recur creatures. My creatures have adventures so I can use them twice. Like card quantity and quality. And that's it. Naya Giants versus Red Deck wins.